Ukraine accuses Russian troops of attacking its forces. The Ukrainian military has accused Russia of attacking its forces as fighting in eastern Ukraine spreads towards the Russian border. Military spokesman Andriy Lysenko said regular Russian units had attacked in the Luhansk region, much of which is under pro-Russian rebel control. Heavy fighting was underway near the town of Slavyanosyrsk, he said. Russia denied sending troops into Ukraine but acknowledges volunteers are fighting for the rebels. There has been no independent confirmation of the latest Ukrainian allegation. More than 4,800 people have been killed since the rebels took control of parts of Luhansk and Donetsk in April. More than 1 million civilians have fled the conflict, many of them to neighboring Russia. Fighting flared up again last week as the rebels fought the Ukrainian government for control of the ruined airport at Donetsk. He said that Ukrainian forces had stopped the alleged Russian advance and controlled the area, but the situation was serious. Moscow has denied Ukrainian reports on Monday that it had sent soldiers into Luhansk to bolster the rebels. Russian Defense Ministry spokesman Yevgeny Gorkodnashenkov dismissed the reports as hallucinations about a Russian invasion. International observers in eastern Ukraine have warned of a serious deterioration in security as fighting intensifies in both Luhansk and Donetsk. The Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe (OSCE) told the BBC that fighting around Donetsk airport was spreading further into the city. A spokesman said that their greatest concern was for civilians, especially children. Ukraine, the human cost some 5.2 million people live in conflict-affected areas and 1.4 million are considered highly vulnerable and in need of assistance. More than 1 million people have fled their homes, with 633,523 living as displaced persons within Ukraine and 593,622 living outside Ukraine, mostly in Russia. More than 4,800 people have been killed in the fighting and at least 10,322 have been injured, including at least 102 children. Source: on report of January 9 for refugee figures. News reports for casualty estimates line. Ukrainian military units were attacked in the north of the anti-terrorist operational zone by regular military formations of the armed forces of Russia. Mr. Lysenko said heavy fighting is continuing near Ukrainian army checkpoints 29 and 31. He said, referring to the area around Slavyanosyrsk, 32 kilometers 20 m northwest of Luhansk.